I am the Witch Coach. I've been a practicing witch for over 38 years, a high priestess trained in traditional Gardnerian methods, an ordained minister, Reiki master in traditional and holy fire, and a doctor of divinity. I've also worked in mental health and social services, and I bring all of that into the work I do, combining spiritual wisdom with real-world support to help others grow, heal, and thrive. For decades, I've guided empaths, intuitives, and spiritual seekers to rediscover their inner light. I achieve this through sacred spaces designed for learning, transformation, and community. The Mystical Mentorship Circle blends spiritual depth with practical skills. It's a paid group where I teach all kinds of things to help you find your spiritual stride, including psychic development, Reiki, divination methods, empathy, astrology, witchcraft, dreams, astral travel, ritual design, and more. Every lesson is recorded and available for self-paced learning, and members receive a weekly free spell or a custom 3-card reading live during Dancing with Witches. It's a space where magic becomes a lifestyle, and support is always within reach. The Witch Coach's Sanctuary and Marketplace is our free group. It's open to everyone and filled with resources, education, and spiritual support. We also feature trusted vendors, people I personally know, who offer magical tools, handmade goods, and enchanted items to elevate your practice. Sacred Shadow Healing is where the deepest work happens. This private online support group is dedicated to shadow work, emotional healing, and spiritual growth. I guide you through journaling, dream interpretation, triggers, trauma responses, inner child work, and subconscious awareness. It's a space of shared stories, gentle guidance, and sacred accountability. Because healing our shadows isn't just personal, it's communal. We grow together. We also have weekly live conversations and occasional Zoom meetings for group work and community. Each weekend, I read in person at Mythic Treasures in Rochester, offering free 1-card readings and full sessions at a range of prices. From crystal guidance to deep multi-deck spreads, I meet people where they are and help them step into clarity, confidence, and calm. I also lead the Mythic Open Circle, a monthly gathering for witches, pagans, and spiritual seekers of all paths and levels. Whether you're brand new or decades in, solitary, or part of a group, you are welcome. Each month, we explore a new topic, from spell work and energy management to communication with ancestors, always in a spirit of shared wisdom and community connection. And 3 nights a week, I host Dancing with Witches, my live psychic show streamed on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. This isn't just a reading show. It's a full magical experience. Every episode features free 1-card pulls and distance Reiki, along with a powerful signature, spell, and custom spreads designed to align with the moon phase, seasonal energy, or cosmic influence of the moment. I also hold drawings for free priority readings, offer live mediumship, and deliver messages from deities, ancestors, or spiritual guides of your choosing. It's interactive, heartfelt, and deeply transformative. This is where magic meets community in real time. Outside the lives, I am a proud member of Get Mad Radio, our 24/7 radio station, distributed on iHeartRadio and accessible by saying, "I want to listen to Get Mad Radio" to your Google Home or Alexa devices. Our mission is simple: making a difference through the power of radio. We spotlight local artists, host soul-centered conversations, and bring community-driven content to the airwaves. On Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, my partner and dearest love, the Old Wolf, hosts Dancing with Wolves, a bold and witty show full of amazing music, satire, deep dives into life's chaos, and heartfelt interviews with artists and misfits alike. It's the kind of show that challenges you to think, laugh, and feel all in one sitting. And Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern, I host The Spiritual Spectrum, a show about energy, healing, growth, and inner transformation. Each week, we feature astrology reports from Jake, the master astrologer at Mythic Treasures, along with conversations that open the heart and stretch the spirit with guests from all walks of life. This is what I do. This is what we're building. A place where you can grow, be seen, be safe, and be magic. Yes, happy Mercury fucking retrograde, everybody, because, it's that time of the year again where technology and communications and travel all gets thrown up in the air, and we see what the fuck even. Actually, I think that's our number one thing. What the actual fuck? That's like our number one thing to say, So I crafted a spell and reading to help everybody with that, because I've been making my Mercury retrograde start off right. And I want to bring that magic to all of y'all. So here's a little bit about that. Sometimes Mercury retrograde feels like everything's unraveling. Your thoughts, your tech, your peace. But this one isn't going to take you under. This week, I'm offering a powerful combo to get you through the retrograde storm with protection, clarity, and grace. The spell calls on the soft wisdom of rose quartz and the grounding strength of bloodstone. I write the name of the protected, maybe yours, on sacred paper and nestle it between a rose quartz crystal skull for peace of mind and a bloodstone sphere that absorbs chaos and shields from harm. It's not just symbolic, it's energetic armor. Then I draw 3 cards just for you. 1 to show you where the storm might hit hardest. 1 to ground you in the calm beneath the noise. And 1 to reveal the soul lesson Mercury is trying to return to you. Together, the spell and reading create a field of protection and guidance that lasts the whole retrograde. And it's just $21. I'll be offering it during my live shows, Monday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons. Come sit with me. Let's make this retrograde sacred, not scary. Let's move through it with power. $13 for just the spell or the reading, $21 for both. You already feel it pulling. Let me help you stand still in the storm. Yeah, I just had to, speaking of Mercury retrograde, apparently Restream made some changes to where the bot that was taking the Facebook comments and putting them over into YouTube was also putting them up on the screen twice. So we were having like double duty. So until I had a chance to go and figure it out and how to shut that off, the Restream bot itself is off. So if you guys want to see the cross-platform chat, it's going to be in the chat window on the screen. So you'll have to have it on a big enough screen to be able to read it. But as per usual, I typically read off people's comments that I'm looking at and responding to, so that you guys don't have to worry about any of the missing anything kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, yes, Jennifer, Becca, and Sarah Cat is on the free list. Lady Cindy, did you share also? I know you always do, but I look for the word shared to be able to stick it into my context here. So that's the word that gets my attention. If you guys want to get on the free list, here's how. Thank you for tuning in. I'm live on Dancing with Witches, my live psychic show on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Every Monday at 8 p.m., Wednesday at 9 p.m., and Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also have occasional daytime shows at random, so be sure to follow. I offer free readings on every live show. The free readings are the reading of the day, and you do not get to ask a question. To join the free list, simply like this video, subscribe or follow me, share this live stream, and then comment the word shared. Your reading will happen during breaks in the priority readings, whether you are here or not. So if you miss it, just go back and rewatch the video on Facebook or YouTube. For those who tip any amount at all, you'll skip the free list, join the priority list for your reading, be able to ask a question, and receive a complimentary money spell blessing. Additionally, you can donate for specialty readings as listed to the right of your screen for $20. It's $35 for mediumship to connect with your departed loved ones, or $30 for a channeled message from a divinity of your choice. You can also donate $13 for tonight's signature spell to be cast here on the show, or tonight's signature reading. You could get both for only $21. Ask about what tonight's spell is about. All who donate money for anything go on the priority list and skip the free list line. Your support is truly valued by me and my family, helping me continue to share these moments with you. Don't forget to invite your friends.
Oops, I didn't mean to click that off too early, but hey, don't forget to invite your friends. Yes, so I wanted to show, I was so excited to show you the spell. I know it might be a little hard to read on there, so I will share that dynamic with you, and read it for you when you get to see it. But basically, I went an extra step. Go an extra step, and I made the burn bowl. I don't know if you guys see this burn bowl right here, okay? And I don't know if you can see, but this is made out of mahogany obsidian. Now, many of you guys know that mahogany obsidian that I do, that I love, is one of the best grounding stones, anti-pain stones, whatever shit that's out there. So I was like, oh, well, what burn bowl am I going to pick? And it's like, oh, this one is what I'm going to pick. Because this one just absolutely grounds out all the negativity when we burn with it. And of course, the spell as it stands and how this goes, how we read it, is of course, I will be turning it like this. And we have a selenite here. We have our bloodstone right here. Some people call it dragon's bloodstone. And we have our rose quartz crystal skull, which represents the balance between head and heart. And of course, the spell here is, when Mercury turns and the currents swirl, I call upon stillness through the storm. With crystal skull of roses hue, bring peace to mind and heart held true. Soft light within, let light thoughts be kind. Let past and future not unbind. And of course, that is really impacting a lot of the return crap that happens during Mercury retrograde. And then we come into the next phase, and I'll kind of show it to you. This is kind of a generic. Actually, I will go ahead and put Wolf's name on here because I hadn't done one for him as yet. So I'm just going to do one for him now because I did one for me, and I'll have to do one for my kids and all that sort of thing. So for my boys. So before the skull, I place thy name to shield from missteps, fear or shame. Bloodstone strong and ever wise, guard against deceit and lies. Let what's false be stripped away, absorbed in stone, not here to stay. Now we light it, okay? And here we go. Tech and talk may twist and bend, but here protection shall not end. From tongue, from wire, from written word, let only truth and calm be heard. Retrograde shall not undo the peace I set, the path I drew. By crystal's light and bloodstone shield, this soul, this name, shall not yield. Mercury turn, but do no harm. This spell is sealed with sacred harm, with free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So move we. And that is our spell for the evening. Now, of course, the reading is the Mercury Retrograde's survival reading, steady through the static, because there's a lot of static with Mercury Retrograde, okay? And here we have, basically that Mercury Retrograde isn't a curse, it's a call. The whisper pulling you backwards is not there to punish you, but to press pause, to let you see what's been left unsaid, to let you to what needs undone or what's been quietly asking to be healed. So card 1 is going to be the friction point, and card's going to reveal where Mercury's energy will test you, where things might unravel, what miscommunications or delays, are going to be in your face, right? Then, yes, Maxine is out, Becca. And hey, Courtney. Then card 2 is your grounding thread, the anchor in the swirl. That card's going to tell you a stabling force, something or someone that can bring you peace, perspective, maybe a practice, a mindset, a guide, part of yourself you've forgotten. It's a rope back to your center, basically. And then the third card is going to be the soul lesson. Okay, and the soul lesson is really important when we come to Mercury retrograde. Okay, because it's like, what is this retrograde really trying to teach you? Because retrogrades do teach us, don't they? And that final card in the reading is going to reveal the hidden truth beneath the noise, the insight, the gift, or the invitation that's waiting inside of this whole fucking mess. It's the whole reason Mercury came a knocking. Because if Mercury's coming a knocking, then don't Mercury's coming a rocking, don't bother knocking, because the rest of us are just dealing with the retrograde. So if you were wanting to see again what the signature spell and reading was, it is this.
Sometimes Mercury retrograde feels like everything's unraveling. Your thoughts, your tech, your peace. But this one isn't going to take you under. This week, I'm offering a powerful combo to get you through the retrograde storm with protection, clarity, and grace. The spell calls on the soft wisdom of rose quartz and the grounding strength of bloodstone. I write the name of the protected, maybe yours, on sacred paper and nestle it between a rose quartz crystal skull for peace of mind and a bloodstone sphere that absorbs chaos and shields from harm. It's not just symbolic, it's energetic armor. Then I draw 3 cards just for you. 1 to show you where the storm might hit hardest, 1 to ground you in the calm beneath the noise, and 1 to reveal the soul lesson Mercury is trying to return to you. Together, the spell and reading create a field of protection and guidance that lasts the whole retrograde, and it's just $21. I'll be offering it during my live shows, Monday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons. Come sit with me. Let's make this retrograde sacred, not scary. Let's move through it with power. $13 for just the spell or the reading, $21 for both. You already feel it pulling. Let me help you stand still in the storm.
So yes, and I'm seeing if there's anything else I'm called to put on this for tonight, and I'm feeling like we need a little bit of mental clarity. So our fluorite sphere here is all about it's the crystal of an organized mind. Okay, so I'm feeling drawn for the fluorite sphere, and okay, my fluorite double terminated point here for organized mind and communication with our spirit guides. So maybe our spirit guides can help us navigate this shit a little bit better, right? So we're gonna do some Reiki for tonight. All right, who's ready for some Reiki? Yeah, Reiki. Yeah, I figured as long as they can do Who's Ready to Rumble, I can do Who's Ready for Reiki. Yeah, okay. So, Courtney, let me know if you've shared, sweetheart. I'll put you on the list. People who are on the free list right now are Jennifer, Becca, Sarah Cat, Lady Cindy, Jocalisthenics, Amber Peters, and that's who I've got. Now, we will do our first 3-card mini reading drawing after Reiki. So we're going to get our Reiki going. Send your Reiki requests. We're going to, Hold on, I hit the wrong thing. Send your Reiki request. Now remember, as we start our Reiki journey, we are breathing in through the nose, holding the breath and the good energy, and we are breathing out through our mouth, expelling the negative and the tension, breathing that white light prana energy in, feeling it filter in through us, filling our lungs, filling our red blood cells with oxygen, and then we are blowing out all that carbon dioxide, negativity, tension, and then we're going to pause and let it fall to the floor before pulling it in. Jessica Edwards, putting you on the free list. All right. Well, stop self-sabotage would be a spell thing. However, the way to kind of do that would be to maybe work on your heart chakra balance or your throat chakra so that your inside voice is saying better things to yourself instead of things to self-sabotage. You know what I mean? And Maria, sticking you on the list. How have you been, love? Jen, yes, you do. You want the combo for it? You're at, if you did that, that would leave you an $8 balance. But yes, if you guys are looking at the signature spell and reading, I'll play it one more time for y'all before we go into Reiki.
Sometimes Mercury retrograde feels like everything's unraveling. Your thoughts, your tech, your peace. But this one isn't going to take you under. This week, I'm offering a powerful combo to get you through the retrograde storm with protection, clarity, and grace. The spell calls on the soft wisdom of rose quartz and the grounding strength of bloodstone. I write the name of the protected, maybe yours, on sacred paper and nestle it between a rose quartz crystal skull for peace of mind and a bloodstone sphere that absorbs chaos and shields from harm. It's not just symbolic, it's energetic armor. Then I draw 3 cards just for you. 1 to show you where the storm might hit hardest, 1 to ground you in the calm beneath the noise, and 1 to reveal the soul lesson Mercury is trying to return to you. Together, the spell and reading create a field of protection and guidance that lasts the whole retrograde, and it's just $21. I'll be offering it during my live shows, Monday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons. Come sit with me. Let's make this retrograde sacred, not scary. Let's move through it with power. $13 for just the spell or the reading. $21 for both. You already feel it pulling. Let me help you stand still in the storm.
All right, so we're going to begin our Reiki journey now. So focus in on your breathing, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And let's join in with some Reiki together. Breathing in the good shit, breathing out the bad shit.
Welcome to this guided meditation and Reiki healing session. Reiki is a Japanese energy healing technique that channels life force energy to support balance, harmony, and well-being on all levels. It's a gentle yet transformative energy, flowing where it's needed most. As you listen to this meditation, I am sending Reiki to all who are joining, whether you're here live or listening to the replay. This energy is here to support you, helping release blocks and bring balance to each of your chakras. You're also welcome to share any Reiki requests, whether for yourself, loved ones, or friends. These intentions will receive Reiki energy throughout this meditation. Take a deep breath, open yourself to receive this healing, and let's begin. Bring your focus to your root chakra, located at the base of your spine. Envision a warm, glowing red light here, anchoring you deeply to the earth, like roots extending downward. This chakra represents your foundation, stability, and security. When blocked, it can feel like fear, instability, or insecurity. Imagine these feelings as heavy stones weighing down the base of your spine. As Reiki energy flows into this space, visualize the stones dissolving into the earth, leaving your energy lighter, stronger, and grounded. With each breath, draw strength from the earth, filling you with a deep sense of safety, security, and peace. Take this time to request Reiki for any challenges related to stability, security, or support for yourself or loved ones. Now, bring your awareness to the sacral chakra located just below your navel. Imagine a vibrant orange light swirling here, like the warmth of a rising sun. This chakra is the center of emotions, creativity, and joy. Blocks here may feel like suppressed emotions, guilt, or a disconnection from joy. Picture these blocks as murky waters clouding the orange light. As Reiki energy flows in, see the waters clearing, leaving the orange light bright and warm, radiating outward. Feel this energy restoring joy, creativity, and emotional ease, bringing a gentle excitement back into your life. If there are areas where you or others need healing in relationships, creativity, or emotional flow, please share your requests as Reiki is sent to all intentions. Now, move your focus to the solar plexus chakra, located at the base of your diaphragm. Visualize a bright yellow light here, like a golden sun, radiating strength and confidence. This chakra is the seat of personal power, self-esteem, and motivation. Blocks here often appear as self-doubt, fear of failure, or feeling powerless. Imagine these blocks as clouds covering your inner sun. As Reiki energy flows into this space, the clouds gently dissolve, allowing the sunlight to radiate freely. Feel your inner power and confidence awakening, filling you with motivation and clarity in your purpose. Feel free to request Reiki for any areas where you seek personal empowerment, courage, or motivation for yourself or others. Next, bring your attention to the heart chakra at the center of your chest. See a vibrant green light glowing here, like a lush garden blossoming in warmth and compassion. This chakra is the center of love, empathy, and forgiveness. Blocks here can come from past hurts, grief, or a fear of vulnerability. Visualize these blocks as thorns or vines around the heart. As Reiki flows in, see these thorns dissolve. And the green light expanding freely, filling you with love, compassion, and forgiveness. Feel a sense of peace and harmony settling into all areas of your life. If you or others have any requests for emotional healing, love, or forgiveness, share them now as Reiki continues to flow. Now, shift your focus to the throat chakra, located at the base of your throat. Picture a soothing blue light here, clear and expansive like an open sky. This chakra governs communication, truth, and self-expression. Blocks here may manifest as a fear of speaking up, feeling unheard, or being unable to express your true self. Imagine these blocks as tight knots in the throat. As Reiki flows, each knot begins to untie, freeing your voice and bringing ease to your words. Feel a gentle confidence rising within, helping you to express your truth with love and clarity. You're welcome to share any Reiki requests related to communication, clarity, or expression for yourself or others. Now bring your focus to the third eye chakra, located between your eyebrows. Imagine an indigo light, clear and deep as the night sky, radiating from this center. This chakra is the seat of intuition, inner vision, and wisdom. Blocks here can manifest as mental fog, confusion, or fear of inner knowing. Picture these blocks as a thick mist clouding your vision. As Reiki flows in, the mist lifts, leaving the indigo light sharp and vibrant. Feel your intuition awakening, your mind clearing, and a calm wisdom guiding you forward. This is a time to request Reiki for insight, intuition, or mental clarity for yourself or others as Reiki continues to flow. Now, bring your awareness to the crown chakra at the top of your head. See a brilliant violet or pure white light here, symbolizing your connection to the divine, higher consciousness, and spiritual awareness. Blocks in this chakra may feel like disconnection, lack of purpose, or spiritual doubt. Imagine these blocks as a cloudy veil hovering above your head. As Reiki energy flows, the veil lifts, allowing the light to expand infinitely, connecting you to the universe and filling you with a sense of purpose, peace, and unity. Feel free to share any final Reiki requests for spiritual alignment, clarity, or connection for yourself or others. I am sending Reiki for all. As we conclude, take a deep breath and feel the Reiki energy balanced and harmonized in each chakra, bringing renewed health, strength, and clarity to your body, mind, and spirit. Reflect on the healing you've received and the intentions you've shared, knowing they are held in a field of love and light. Now, as we close, bring your hands together at your heart in a gesture of gratitude. Imagine a warm light in your heart center, radiating outward to the world around you. This light is your connection to others, to all beings, and to the Reiki energy that flows freely and abundantly. This light represents Namaste, a word that means the divine in me honors the divine in you. Feel this connection to everyone sharing this moment with you, to those you love, and to those who may need healing. Carry this energy with you as you go about your day, allowing its healing to continue flowing through you. If this Reiki experience has brought you peace, clarity, or balance, I invite you to share your reflections in the comments. Tell me how this Reiki has helped you or how you experienced the energy today. Your experience may inspire or uplift others on their healing journey. Thank you for being a part of this healing experience. May you walk forward with healing and empowerment. Namaste, beloved Spirit Tribe.
I needed that. It's been a weird day, so I needed that too, just to reset from other people. Let's put it this way. Even those of us who are like, oh yeah, Mercury retrograde really doesn't affect me the same way it does others. You know what? That's true. For many of us, that's so fucking true. You want to know why that's true? Because, unlike some people, we pay attention to the astrological forecast out here, and we know, oh shit, this is happening. Let me adjust. Let me practice the pause. Let me do the things that are necessary so that I don't get fucked up by this whole Mercury retrograde bullshit. So we, if we saw that it was going to be rainy weather, we go out with an umbrella. We have our cosmic umbrella going, okay? So we're just singing in the rain, wearing our wellies. That's what they call your rain boots when in England they call them. That's your wellies. Wear your wellies. So we've got our galoshes, we've got our rain boots on, we've got our umbrella, and we're just going through and doing our thing in the midst of this Mercury retrograde rainstorm, right? There are so many others that aren't. They're unaware, and they are rained on, and they are wet, and you just wet and just miserable little people right now because they weren't prepared for the Mercury fucking retrograde. Hello, gorgeous Kizzy. How are you, my love? So, yes, you may be prepared for Mercury retrograde. Okay, you may be practicing the pause. You may be doing a lot of the things that we talked about on our Spiritual Spectrum show last week and was rebroadcast today, which is surviving Mercury retrograde with grace. That may be awesome for you, but you have to be prepared for all the people who are not wearing their rain boots, who are not having their spiritual umbrella to shield them from the rain and the storm and the winds. They're not wearing their rain jackets or their raincoats. They're in the wet. They're miserable, and they're acting out because they're fucking miserable because they're in the middle of the fucking Mercury retrograde shit. Okay? You can help them. You can maybe loan them an umbrella, give them a clue and say, hey, here's an umbrella, whatever. But they are still not necessarily fully prepared in and of themselves for dealing with the rainy weather of the Mercury retrograde. So we have to do what we can to protect ourselves, to protect our energy, not just from the retrograde and the stars, but from everybody else who's wet and miserable and wanting to lash out. So yeah. First up is going to be Elizabeth, if she's here. Elizabeth, are you with us, babe? So, and we're going to do our drawing in just a minute. Jen, you're up next if Elizabeth's not here. So yeah, who are you wanting to protect on this Mercury retrograde spell? Each spell is one name only. So if you can't just say family or whatever, you have to give me a name or initials of somebody you want protected on the Mercury retrograde, okay? But this is a spell we're doing.
Sometimes Mercury retrograde feels like everything's unraveling. Your thoughts, your tech, your peace. But this one isn't going to take you under. This week, I'm offering a powerful combo to get you through the retrograde storm with protection, clarity, and grace. The spell calls on the soft wisdom of rose quartz and the grounding strength of bloodstone. I write the name of the protected, maybe yours, on sacred paper and nestle it between a rose quartz crystal skull for peace of mind and a bloodstone sphere that absorbs chaos and shields from harm. It's not just symbolic, it's energetic armor. Then I draw 3 cards just for you. 1 to show you where the storm might hit hardest. 1 to ground you in the calm beneath the noise. And 1 to reveal the soul lesson Mercury is trying to return to you. Together, the spell and reading create a field of protection and guidance that lasts the whole retrograde. And it's just $21. I'll be offering it during my live shows, Monday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons. Come sit with me. Let's make this retrograde sacred, not scary. Let's move through it with power. $13 for just the spell or the reading, $21 for both. You already feel it pulling. Let me help you stand still in the storm.
All right, so Elizabeth is here, and Elizabeth and I talked before the live because, you know, as one of my dear friends, she and I talk on the semi-regular basis, you know. So she's already sent in her donation previously. Elizabeth, as per discussion, I have your name here. Then I have your kids, Moira and Brendan, that are on here as well. So here we go. All right, we're going to go over to our spell screen. And we're going to put all these in our little burn bowl. We're going to have quite a pyre here, okay? Now, just so you guys know, not only is the burn bowl happening here in our mahogany obsidian, but I have a special incense in here that is called Peace, okay? And this is one of Gloria Thayer's wonderful incenses. We love Gloria, local witch, awesome, powerful magic, powerful intentions, and I absolutely adore her incenses, truly. So yeah, we have a little bit of that underneath. So as the paper burns, you might see sometimes that the everything is going to continue burning underneath it. And that's the incense as well. So that we're adding that peace incense along with grounding out. Okay. So here we go. Elizabeth, call upon the God and Goddess. I call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me in casting this Mercury retrograde protection spell. Peace of mind, a shield of stone. Spell for yourself, for Brendan, and for Moira. When Mercury turns and the currents swirl, I call the stillness through the storm with crystal skull of rose quartz hue. Bring peace to mind and heart held true. Soft light within, let thoughts be kind. Let past and future not unbind. Before the skull I place thy name, to shield from missteps, fear, or shame. Bloodstone strong and ever wise, guard against deceit and lies. Let what's false be stripped away, absorbed in stone, not here to stay. Tech and talk may twist and bend, but here protection shall not end. From tongue, from wire, from written word, let only truth and calm be heard. Retrograde shall not undo the peace I set, the path I drew. Thy crystal's light and bloodstone shield, this soul, this name, shall not yield. Mercury turn, but do no harm. The sacred spell, seal, sacred charm. The free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Ooh, I can feel that energy going strong. Look at that. Remember I said it would probably stay burning for a little bit, and that it is. And of course we have our selenite right here down below, helping cleanse the energy. Okay, let's look at what your reading is for this Mercury retrograde. All right. So, oops. Nope. Hold on. Okay, you stupid computer. Hold on. No, I didn't mean to switch it back over to the TV. Put it back on PC. I accidentally hit the button on this when I pulled my cards out. So there we go. Oops. Tech. Yes. Even if you're prepared, Mercury retrograde still fucks with you a little bit. Okay. So, our first card here for Mercury retrograde. Our card 1 is the friction point, and this card reveals where Mercury's energy will test you, where things may unravel, miscommunicate, or delay. Okay? It might show up in conversations, travel, technology, or even the ghosts of unresolved relationships. This is where the lesson begins. And I will say, travel is no bueno during this time. So be mindful of any kind of travel plans that anybody may have. Travel is fucked up. I mean, even just taking my kid to work right now is like, holy shitballs, Batman. The fucking stupid on the road right now. You know, they don't have their cosmic umbrellas up. That's for fucking sure. It's obvious. So be very, very careful with any travel. Don't say you weren't warned, everybody. You have to get your room key card fucking fixed. Okay, well, let me know when you're back, because you're up after Jen. I can skip over to Maria and then wait for you. You're up after Elizabeth, Jen. So if you're not back, I'll skip to Maria, and then we'll come back to you when you're ready. And then, of course, after Elizabeth's spell, I'm going to do my first mini drawing for tonight, okay? So what we have here is the Ace of Cups for you, Elizabeth, and this is the emotional cycles that you go through, okay? So the friction point is people tugging on your heartstrings, people tugging on your emotions. Now keep this in mind. People who are your real friends won't require anything of you. They'll be just like, okay, you know what? You can be who you need to be, who you want to be, and they won't try to pull on, well, if you love me, you will this, and if you love me, you will that, and if you're on this and believe this or do that, if. Like, you know, somehow, if you love them, your love is somehow tied to your giving of them, or your buying into their context, or holding a party line. You're allowed to love without condition. You're allowed to love also from a distance or without necessarily compromising yourself and who you are. So be very careful about people pulling on the emotional heartstrings with this Ace of Cups. All right. Now, your second card here is the grounding thread. This is your anchor in the swirl. In the swirl, this card's going to offer you a stabilizing force, something that, or someone that brings you peace, perspective. It might be a practice, a mindset, a guide, or a part of yourself you've forgotten. But this is your kind of plumb line back to center here. And we have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is dancing to the beat of your own drum. Okay? You got to dance to the beat of your own drum. Granted, you don't want to go out of time so that you're completely out of sync with everything around you, but you do want to live yourself authentically. Live yourself authentically. Okay? This is just authenticity is one of the highest vibrations. If you stay true to what you know that you've experienced, not buying into everybody else's context, just what you know, keep your eye open to see what's real, what's not. Time is a great truth teller, so on and so forth. And thank you, Annalise. I'll put you on the free list. But your anchor back to center is dancing to the beat of your own drum, staying in the realm of your authenticity, Elizabeth, because who you are is fucking beautiful and it needs to stay that way. Now, what is your soul lesson? Okay. And right here we have the boundary queen, the Queen of Swords. You need to learn to set boundaries. This is what retrograde is truly trying to teach you. This is the hidden truth beneath all the noise. This is the insight, the gift, the invitation that's waiting inside. This is the reason that Mercury retrograde is here for you, to teach you fucking boundaries. Okay? You need some goddamn motherfucking boundaries. All right? That's what it's saying. This is not just teaching you because you know what? Many of us, and yourself included, Elizabeth, and I know it's yourself included because we've had these conversations, are like, okay, I can set the boundaries, but how often do we actually enforce them? People push them, give us a reason to, like, well, maybe we'll just let them slide this once. Let's give an inch and hope like hell they don't take a mile. Let's just kind of like give them the benefit of the doubt and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes it's just going to be like, no, I'm sorry. This is a boundary. I don't hate you. I'm not trying to close anything off with you. It's just, this is a boundary. So sometimes that is the context. And when the universe is coming back to us and saying boundaries, 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 then that means we need to understand. And hey, Joka, not yet. We're about to do the drawing though, so we'll see if you get picked for it. But Queen of Swords, the lesson in Mercury retrograde for you, Elizabeth, is fucking boundaries. Boundaries, boundaries, and more boundaries. Okay? So I hope, my friend, that helps and blesses you. So let me do your money spell here. Here we go. For you, Elizabeth. Money, money, unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3, with free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done, so mote it be. Did that resonate pretty well with you, Elizabeth? Help and bless you, dear? You're welcome. That's the deck I'm using for the spell, by the way, for the specialty reading, by the way. This was one that was given to me for my birthday by the wonderful men in my life, my scarecrow Corey, my monkey Will, and of course my main squeeze, the wolf. Aroo! Gotta love that man. Man, I gotta love that man because he is the wolf, and that is enough. Loyalty integrity, okay, even grace in the face of ugliness, character. This is why I am marrying this man. This is why he is my other half. This is why he is a soulmate, because he has that grace and integrity, and I just can't thank the universe enough for him. So thank you, universe. Hooked on Phonics works for me. Hooked on Wolf also works for me. All right, so yes, that is what we are doing now that you've seen the spell. So let's turn around and go back and do our drawing. So how many people do we have on the free list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. So here's what we got. Let's see. Hey Siri, I would like a random number from 1 to 11. 9. Number 9. Number 9. So who's number 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Claire Bear. Claire Bear, are you here? You have to be present in order to win. So Claire Bear, are you here? If you are here, I will put you on the priority list for your free 3 card. Claire Bear. So Claire Bear, you won tonight for right now. We and every so often I'll go back and do more of these mini readings, drawings. The more donations I get, the more mini drawings I do, and that's kind of how it works. You know, it's a way of giving back and thanking people who are sticking around and sticking on the live kind of thing, you know. And I'm glad that helps a lot and brings you hopefully some perspective and understanding on how to survive fucking Mercury fucking retrograde with some fucking grace, because if you don't taste the motherfucking rainbow, then you're going to end up with
emotional damage.
Oh, fuck yeah, Jen. Absolutely you can, because I'll tell you what, my late husband Mike, 1000% my soulmate. 1001, 1,001% my soulmate. But you know what? So is Wolf. Okay? The soulmate thing is, it comes from souls that we consistently go back to lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And you can have soul family, multiple soul family, and you can have multiple romantic soulmate partners as well. And because our soul connections, sometimes they come back as romantic partnerships, sometimes they come back as friendships or family or stuff like that. Other times it's a karmic partner, a twin flame, people that are meant to come in our life for a time. As my friend Elspeth puts it, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And sometimes people are only in our circle for a time to help us move through, to teach us, to help us learn certain lessons, etc., you know? Jen, are you ready for your spell, my dear? Are you ready to survive Mercury retrograde? Because Mercury retrograde fucking sucks. Hello, Amber. Let me know that you've liked it. Oh, no, you already have. You're already on the list. Never mind. All right, Claire Bear is not here. Claire Bear, final call. If you're here, you've won. If not, I'm going to draw again. That is entirely a probability, Jen. The probability drive is engaged. Anybody who is familiar with Star Trek has it, and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy has it. Hey, Mary Sharkus. Welcome back, Joka. Or Jaka. Is it Joka or Jaka? All right, so I'm not seeing Claire Bear, so I'm going to pick another number. I need another number from 1 to 12. Now I picked 11, so that would be Annalise. Annalise, you win today's 3 card. I know you're still here, right? So you win the first 3 card of the day. Jacques. Okay, Jacques. Gotcha. Jacquelistics. That's right. From Canada. From Ontario area, as I recall. Now I made the connection in my brain. Thank you, Jacques. Appreciate you. All right. So, Jen is ready. So here we go. We're going to go over to our spell screen and we're going to bring our thing. So Jen, who am I protecting for Mercury retrograde? Who am I casting this for? Is this for you? I'm assuming it's for you, but I'm going to let you guys tell me. Jen, who am I protecting? Yes, congratulations on Elise. Annalise, Friday, August 1st might be a good night for you to maybe go set up for a little while over at Mythic. You might should talk to Sue about it because they have a community ritual Friday, August 1st. That Ronci is going to be doing for Lugnasa. Martin, okay. Martin it is. Do you want me to add you in for your mentorship this week? I can do both of you with it if you wanted to add your mentorship on it for the week. So while you're thinking about that, I'll let everybody know this is what we're doing. Oh, nope. Wrong video. This is what we're doing.
Sometimes Mercury retrograde feels like everything's unraveling. Your thoughts, your tech, your peace. But this one isn't going to take you under. This week, I'm offering a powerful combo to get you through the retrograde storm with protection, clarity, and grace. The spell calls on the soft wisdom of rose quartz and the grounding strength of bloodstone. I write the name of the protected, maybe yours, on sacred paper and nestle it between a rose quartz crystal skull for peace of mind and a bloodstone sphere that absorbs chaos and shields from harm. It's not just symbolic, it's energetic armor. Then I draw 3 cards just for you. 1 to show you where the storm might hit hardest. 1 to ground you in the calm beneath the noise. And 1 to reveal the soul lesson Mercury is trying to return to you. Together, the spell and reading create a field of protection and guidance that lasts the whole retrograde. And it's just $21. I'll be offering it during my live shows, Monday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons. Come sit with me. Let's make this retrograde sacred, not scary. Let's move through it with power. $13 for just the spell or the reading. $21 for both. You already feel it pulling. Let me help you stand still in the storm.
Natty, I'm assuming that is for a combo with your mentorship as well? So yes, here we go. All right, so we have Martin and Jennifer here. Call upon the God and Goddess. Call upon the Lord and Lady. Call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me with this Mercury retrograde protection spell, peace of mind, and shield of stone for my friend and sister, Jennifer. When Mercury turns and the currents swirl, I call the stillness through the storm. With crystal skull of roses hue, bring peace of mind and heart held true. Soft light within, let thoughts be kind. Let past and future not unbind. Before the skull I place thy name, to shield from missteps, fear, or shame. Bloodstone strong and ever wide, guard against deceit and lie. Let what is false be stripped away, absorbed in stone, not here to stay. Tech and talk may twist and bend, but here protection shall not end. From tongue to wire, from written word, let only truth and calm be heard. Retrograde shall not undo the peace I set, the path I drew. By crystal's light and bloodstone's shield, this soul, this name, shall not yield. Mercury turn, but do no harm. The spell is sealed with sacred charm. Free will to all and harm to none, as we will. It is now done. Boom. All right. Woo. Wow. This is a powerful spell. It is crazy. It is crazy. Crazy powerful. Jessica, I got your Zelle, so you're good. All right. Woo. Let's do your reading here, Jen. And then you'll have to tell me what your other reading that you wanted for is. So let's see. First of all, what is card 1? And card 1 is the friction point. This reveals where Mercury's energy will test you, where things might unravel. Miscommunication, delay, it might show up in conversations, travel, tech, or maybe the ghost of unresolved relationships. This is where the lesson begins. And right here, we have the devil. If the devil made you do it, Jen, you blew it, but you don't have to let it happen again. And what the devil is saying here, this is our comfort zones. Our comfort zones are not always the most comfortable in the world, but they are zones in which we have found some level of, okay, at least I know what the fuck to expect here. We go back to it. This is our lizard brain. We go back. And of course, this is also the definition of insanity, doing the same things over and over again and expecting different results. And that's what the devil card here represents. Okay. So, aw, Jen, that's wonderful. Oh no, you're good. You can go fully in a row, Jess. But basically, this is where your lesson really begins. Learning how to do some different shit. And yes, I got you down for the free list and the mentorship, Valkyrie. Now, your second card, Jen, is your grounding thread. This is your anchor in the swirl. This card is going to give you kind of a rope back to your center. This is something or someone that can bring you peace and perspective. Maybe a practice, maybe a mindset. And here we have the Two of Pentacles. And this is the practice of balance. Okay, finding balance. We have the light and the dark here. Okay, this is the Two of Pentacles of finding a way to balance yourself in the midst of the flow. All right, very, very, very important. Finding that balance, the light and the dark, and seeing things from all perspectives. So when you find that balance, you see things maybe from your own eyes, but also from the eyes and perspective of somebody else. You know, that kind of balance. The good and the bad of something. Don't just look at it like all good or all bad. Look at the balance. Okay? So that's going to be your way to stay peaceful and calm through this Mercury retrograde and get your rope back to center kind of thing. Now, what's this soul lesson that you've got? What is this retrograde really trying to teach you? This card reveals the hidden truth between everything that's going on. This is the reason Mercury retrogrades come knocking for you this time. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune. And it is to be able to enjoy things for their time. For everything and for every time, there's a season. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to laugh, a time to cry. When the season is past, you let it be past. You keep it in your memory. You honor it in your memory. Okay? But you move forward and you live fully in the present. This is the lesson from this Mercury retrograde. Be in the now, my friend. Be in the now. All right, so you still have a $10 credit remaining, Jen. Did you want me to put that on your credit, or did you have a 3-card reading for tonight you wanted? Man, these Mercury retrograde readings are just so spot the fuck on. You know? That's for fucking sure. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for Jen to let us know that, let me pull a couple of free cards. I'm gonna leave the burn bowl right here. We're going to start off with number 1, Jennifer Scott Green. You're number 1. You were the first like and share tonight. And for you, we have the 8 of Swords. And your quote on the 8 of Swords says, "You can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore." You know, it's scary. It's scary not seeing. I was doing a ritual yesterday evening with my friend Sarah, and we went out on the pier because she was facing her fear of water. And going out on the pier, she was like, "It's just so vast to look out and see the vastness of all the water that was there." And granted, it's Lake Ontario, but you can't see across that lake. Okay, you cannot. Not even on a clear day. Maybe if you get high up enough. But you cannot see across fucking Great Lake Ontario, okay? And she was like, "It's just big. It's so big." That's what was overwhelming about it. And you know what? That makes sense, because sometimes it is overwhelming to lose sight of a safety net or even an imagined safety net. But we can't really get to where we're going unless we have that courage to lose sight of that shore and be fully here and present, Jen, okay? You'll hold on the balance? All right, I will add that to your balance then. All right, I need to bring my keyboard back up, because sometimes if I can't see my keyboard, it makes it harder, and I'm sitting there going by feel. Yeah. And considering it's Mercury retrograde, yeah, I don't want to fuck with it today, because I'm smarter than the average bear, because I'm a witch. Ooh. All right. So, up next is Maria D. Marquez. So, Maria, who are we protecting this Mercury retrograde? Who are we protecting? By the way, Mercury retrograde is a strong time for shadow work, okay? This is a great time for us to go back and look at our past to understand it, analyze it, and find a context of acceptance and healing. So, if you're looking for that kind of thing, you might check out the shadow work group I've got.
You've spent your life hiding parts of yourself, the anger, the grief, the fear, the shame, told they were too messy, too much, too wrong to bring into the light. But those shadows, they're not your weakness, they're the map to your healing. Welcome to a space where the truth of who you are is not only allowed, it's honored. This is Sacred Shadow Healing, a witch-led circle for those ready to do the real work. The uncomfortable, honest, powerful work of facing what's been buried and learning how to hold it with love. Inside the group, you'll find structure and support, guided shadow work prompts, detailed guides to help you integrate your shadow, live sessions, private Zoom gatherings, a community that doesn't flinch when you speak your truth. Here, you are not broken. Here, we don't bypass pain. We walk through it together. We learn to listen to our shadows, and we begin to heal from the roots up. It's $20 a month to join, and it might just change your life. Your healing begins in the shadows. We're here when you're ready.
Thank you. Yes, I saw those. I was just looking at it while the video was playing, and those are very pretty. So thank you. All right. So Maria, you said MC is who we are protecting. So I have written MC on our piece of paper here. There we go. MC. All right. So that is who we are protecting. So we're going to go over to our spell screen here, move this up and say, and feel, because it's not just the words, it's the energy that goes with them. Okay, the words are just a focus point. I call upon the God and Goddess. I call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me in casting this Mercury retrograde protection spell, Peace of Mind and Shield of Stone. for my friend and sister, Maria D. Marquez. When Mercury turns and the currents swirl, I call the stillness through the storm. With crystal skull of roses hue, bring peace to mind and heart held true. Soft light within, let thoughts be kind. Let past and future not combine. Before the skull, I place thy name, to shield from misstep, fear, or shame. Bloodstone strong and ever wide, guard against deceit and lies. Let what is false be stripped away, absorbed in stone, not here to stay. Tech and talk may twist and bend, but here protection shall not end. From tongue to wire, from written word, let only truth and calm be heard. Retrograde shall not undo the peace I set, the path I drew. By crystal's light and bloodstone shield, this soul, this name, shall not yield. Mercury turn, but do not harm. The spell is sealed with sacred charm. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Whew. God, these spells are strong. Sometimes the strength of a spell surprises even me because the gods are just coming up and I ask them for help and they're like, sure, got you, bitch. I'm like, geez, thank you. Appreciate it. The gods help those who help themselves, motherfuckers. Yes, indeed. So, let's see what your reading is here, Maria. For you, card 1, the friction point. This card reveals where Mercury's energy will test you, where things may unravel, miscommunicate, or delay. Might show up in conversations, travel, technology, or the ghosts of unresolved relationships. It's where the lesson began. And for you, we have the Six of Swords, okay? And the Six of Swords, the lesson begins on patience. I'm sorry. I am really sorry because the Six of Swords is row, row, row your boat. That's the phrase for the Six of Swords. And you want to row your boat gently, okay? Happily, merrily, and keep your dreams in your focus. But that means you need to slow down because it's going to test this need, this desire of yours to rev up the fucking motorboat and just go, go, go. Okay? And yes, I do. I still do that, Amber. Yes. And absolutely, I'm still free to do so. I will be on as long as we need to this evening. Don't you worry. If you can't stay for any reason, you can just hold it for another night, tomorrow daytime or Thursday night, because my only nights now are Mondays and Thursdays, by the way, guys. So Mondays and Thursday nights, the others are all going to be afternoons when I do them. So basically, the friction point here is you wanting to speed shit up, and the universe is like, slow down, please. Okay. So Maria, slow down. Just gonna say. Now, your anchor in this swirl, your grounding thread, this is going to be the stabilizing force, something or someone that can bring you peace or perspective. This is your rope back to center. And oh my God, the universe is being a real asshole to you right now, Maria. I humbly apologize. Okay, so for you, we got the Four of Wands. All right. And this asshole universe is saying that while you're slowing down, you need to take some time to fucking meditate and visualize on what you really want. Okay? If you do not know what you want, how do you know when you get there? The Four of Wands is the manifestation card. And it is saying we need to clearly visualize our manifestation. Saying exactly what it is we're trying to manifest. Precision in communication. Saying how, feeling that, really visualizing it, like, what does it smell like? What does it taste like? How does it feel? Okay, all of that sort of thing. All right, this is what's really important in this context right now. All right, very, very, very critical and important for you to clearly visualize. When the universe is making you slow down, use this for some meditation visualization time, okay? That's that rope that will bring you back to center. Now, number 3, your card 3 is your soul lesson. What this retrograde's really trying to teach you. Oh, and that card just flew out. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was going to get a different card, and it's like, no, pull this one. Okay. So, this card reveals the hidden truth beneath the noise, the insight, the gift, or invitation waiting inside the mess. This is the reason Mercury retrograde coming knocking. And you know what? Not going to lie, this card makes the rest of your reading make complete and total sense, because right here we have the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups is all about looking at all the options. Okay, so this is teaching you to slow down, visualize, and then clearly see the options. Which options are going to get you going to where you need to be? Okay? You need to take time to really evaluate all the options in front of you. Okay? Maria, I hope that helps and blesses you. That is some pretty strong direct messages from the universe on Mercury retrograde for you. So here we go for you, my darling. Oh, and it looks like you got the charm for Evil Eye charm as well. So there you go, in your money blessing. So Maria, money unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3, with free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. I have different charms in my magic dust, and yours came up with the little evil eye right here. It came out when I pinched it. I'm like, oh, there's something in there. Oh yeah, that's the evil eye charm. There you go. Apparently, Maria, somebody's coming after your money, but not anymore. Fuck that shit. We are protected this retrograde. Alright? That's all I'm saying. Alright, Annalise, you are our first winner tonight. So you need to ask your question. Meanwhile, I'm going to do our next drawing. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 13 people on the list. I need a number from 1 to 13. It gives me the number 2. So our second person on the list was Becca Crosby. Becca, you win, girl. You win. So are you still here, or did you go to sleep? Because normally she doesn't go to sleep until or get off until after she's gotten her freebie 1 card, and you haven't gotten your freebie 1 card. We're about to do your freebie 1 card in a minute. But yes, are you here to claim your win? You will have to stay on in order to get your win, though. Okay? So are you here? If not, we'll do another drawing here in a minute, but you have to be here to claim your win, and then you have to be here to get your win. All right, Annalise, what is your question for your 3-card reading tonight? Meanwhile, let's do a few more of our freebies here. So our next freebie up on the list is Becca Crosby, and for you, we have the Justice card. And your quote on this card, it says, "This above all to thine own self be true, and it must follow as night follows the day. You cannot then be false to anybody else." Okay, I'm paraphrasing a little bit because I don't like a lot of people when I do the actual quote don't understand the ancient kind of iambic pentameter of the reading. You know what I mean? So yeah. Becca, are you here, and did you get your win? Are you to claim your win? All right. Last call on that. Meanwhile, Valkyrie, I have you down for your mentorship next. Annalise wants to ask, what will my current financial growth be consistent? Good question. You move the burn bowl out the way so I can have room for all 3 cards here. So will your current financial growth be consistent? We have the 5 of Pentacles, so you're going to experience a period in that financial growth of no growth. Okay, and you're like, where did it all go? But then it will balance out. I have here with the Justice card, and then it's going to pick right the hell back up with the Wheel. Okay, so yeah, you're going to have to go through a little bit of a transition point. There's going to be a point where the financial growth just kind of flatlines for a little bit, but then it'll be like, okay, we're going to balance out. All right, thank you, universe. And then it's time for the new chapter to kind of begin. All right. So Becca, stick around for your win. You're on the priority list now, and I will call your name when it's your turn. So Annalise, hopefully that helps and blesses you, and congratulations on your free mini reading. Yay. I'm always so happy when you guys enjoy those, truly. Amber Peters, I got your donation. You are on the priority list now as well. Valkyrie, who do we want to protect? You want the spell? I figured as much. Who do we want to protect from Mercury retrograde? Is it you? And for anybody who wants to know what the signature spell and reading is tonight, this is what it is.
Sometimes Mercury retrograde feels like everything's unraveling. Your thoughts, your tech, your peace. But this one isn't going to take you under. This week, I'm offering a powerful combo to get you through the retrograde storm with protection, clarity, and grace. The spell calls on the soft wisdom of rose quartz and the grounding strength of bloodstone. I write the name of the protected, maybe yours, on sacred paper and nestle it between a rose quartz crystal skull for peace of mind and a bloodstone sphere that absorbs chaos and shields from harm. It's not just symbolic, it's energetic armor. Then I draw 3 cards just for you. 1 to show you where the storm might hit hardest. 1 to ground you in the calm beneath the noise. And 1 to reveal the soul lesson Mercury is trying to return to you. Together, the spell and reading create a field of protection and guidance that lasts the whole retrograde. And it's just $21. I'll be offering it during my live shows, Monday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons. Come sit with me. Let's make this retrograde sacred, not scary. Let's move through it with power. $13 for just the spell or the reading, $21 for both. You already feel it pulling. Let me help you stand still in the storm.
All right, so Valkyrie, I have Valkyrie on the main part of the paper. Underneath my thumb here is your actual name, okay, so that you won't feel like the universe is going to confuse you. So I wrote your actual name on here as well, Valkyrie, and I put a slash with your actual name, which I know, but not everybody does, and I don't know how much you want everybody else to know. So I've got my thumb over your name, okay? So just so you know. And welcome, Moondizzle, got you on the free list. Chris, I'm assuming you shared as well. I got your Zelle. You're on the priority list. And let me know you shared, and I'll confirm that you are on the free list also. Okay, so here we go. I call upon the God and Goddess. I call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me in casting this Mercury retrograde protection spell. Peace of mind. Shield of stone. All right. When Mercury turns and the currents swirl, I call the stillness through the storm. With crystal skull of rose quartz hue, bring peace of mind and heart held true. Soft light within, let thoughts be kind. Let past and future not unbind. Before this skull, I place thy name, to shield from missteps, fear, or shame. Bloodstone strong and ever wise, guard against deceit and lies. Let what is false be stripped away, absorbed in stone, not here to stay. Tech and talk may twist and bend, but here protection shall not end. From tongue, from wire, from written word, let only truth and calm be heard. Retrograde shall not undo the peace I set, the path I drew. By crystal's light and bloodstone shield, this soul, this name shall not yield. Mercury turn, but do no harm. The spell is sealed with sacred charm. With free will to all and harm to none, as we will It is now done. So mote it be. Wow. Powerful shit. Powerful shit. Whew. Natty, I've got you down for a combo tonight, right? Because you donated, and I'm assuming you wanted to use your mentorship with it as well. Well, if you don't mind sharing it, I'll leave that up to you, but I'm not going to be the one to out you. You are more than welcome. How'd it feel to you, Valkyrie? You guys are literally getting some plexiglass. Some Mercury Retrograde plexiglass. All right, my back is itching like a motherfucker. So here's a video for a second while I get something to scratch my fucking back with, okay? So yeah, if you want to learn and grow, here's a mentorship thing. Oops. Hold on. Let me try this. Yeah, this one.
Are you ready to deepen your spiritual journey? If so, let's take it to the next level together. I'm LadyShiya, psychic, medium, doctor of divinity, and your witch coach with over 36 years of experience in witchcraft. I invite you to the Mystical Mentorship Circle. This is the haven you've been searching for, especially if you're an empath or thirsting for a like-minded community. We learn everything from shadow work, Reiki, runes, tarot, astrology, and even life skills that matter. The best part? You get all of this for only $25 a month. You're not just learning, you're growing alongside a supportive community that understands you. Plus, you get special perks like free monthly readings, discounts on live events, master classes, and personalized mentoring from yours truly, the Witch Coach. Let your journey begin now. Visit LadyShiya.com.
So yeah, I got my back scratcher. And I am much relieved. Because, you know, back scratching. God, thank the gods for back scratchers, right? So, all right, let us do the spell for Maddie. I call upon the god and goddess. Call upon the Lord and Lady. Call upon the spirit of the universe, the spirit of all. Assist me in casting this amazing and wonderful Mercury Retrograde protection spell, Peace of Mind and Shield of Stone, for my friend and sister and bestie, Miss Natty. When Mercury turns and the currents swell, I call the stillness through the storm. With crystal skull of rose quartz hue, bring peace of mind and heart held true. Soft light within, let thoughts be kind. Let past and future not unbind. Before the skull I place thy name to shield from missteps, fear, or shame. Bloodstone strong and ever wise, guard against deceit and lies. Let what is false be stripped away, absorbed in stone, not here to stay. Tech and talk may twist and bend, but here protection shall not end. From tongue, from wire, from written word, let only truth and calm be heard. Retrograde shall not undo the peace I set, the path I drew. By crystal's light and bloodstone shield, this soul, this name, shall not yield. Mercury turn, but do not harm. The spell is sealed with sacred charm. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Whew. Well, dang. How's that feel, Natty? I'll say. Well, I'll say it. There we go. All right, so let's see what your reading has to show us, Natty. So the first card is your friction point, and this is going to reveal where Mercury's energy is going to test you. Okay, Cheryl, thank you. I added you to the free list. So this card is going to reveal where Mercury retrograde is going to unravel shit, maybe the miscommunication or delay. You know, this is where the lesson begins, really. And we have here the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to have people challenging your very identity. You're going to have people challenging your perception of yourself. Oh, God, sounds like some gaslighting coming your way. Okay. It's going to challenge your perception of yourself. But here's where you got to really, really step it up, girly. You got to realize that who you are is not dependent on their fucking opinion. Who you are is not dependent on how they choose to judge you. Okay? Who you are is not dependent on anything but you. Okay? And that's where the friction point's going to be. People are going to be challenging your identity. Okay? Got you down, Chris. Okay, so what is your grounding thread? Your anchor in this storm, okay? Your rope back to center, the stabilizing force that will bring you a little peace and perspective. And here we have the Eight of Pentacles. And this is just keeping on, keeping on. You're on the right path. But you just got to keep your nose to the grindstone. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let anything shake you up or change you up. Period. Don't let me say that again for you in the back, in case, Natty, you're in the back and not listening, but I know you're listening. Don't let anybody change up you, your self-identity, or what you're doing. What you're doing is the right thing. You're on the right path. You're doing the good things. You're doing the work. You're doing the right shit. All right? Fuck them if they don't like it. And you know what? An ego death is good. That is you maintaining control over your self-identity, because when we have too fragile of an ego, then yeah, that allows other people to control us and gaslight us and everything. When we go through an ego death, release our ego and find our point of healing, that's when, yeah, we anchor ourselves in who we are. That's a beautiful thing, Natty. So what is your soul lesson? And this is what this retrograde is really trying to teach you, okay? This is the reason Mercury retrograde came and knocking on your door, and we have the King of Cups, which is staying calm in the storm. It is teaching you not to be moved by the storms going on around you. That's a fucking powerful lesson. That is a fucking powerful lesson, okay? So, yeah, that's a thing. All right. How'd that spell feel, Natty? You guys aren't telling me how it feels, and that annoys me. Because I like to know how y'all feel it. I know how I feel my spells. I want to know how you feel it, because, you know, it's always cool to know how the magic translates to you. Natty, for you, here we go. Jessica, you're up next. Let me know who I'm going to be protecting with this Mercury retrograde spell. All right, so, Natty... Money, money, unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3, with free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Woo! Woo! Good shit. Jessica Geske, you're up next, my darling. Let me know who we're protecting on this Mercury retrograde spell for you. You feel staticky. Well, that makes sense, because it's probably like pins and needles and tingling on your body, but that will be repelling energy that's not meant to be there instead of drawing energy. So staticky is an interesting thing. Destiny. Okay, so Destiny's getting it. Gotcha. All right, let me go back over here. Since you've already given me a name, the reading, of course, is for you guys, unless you specifically tell me read this for the other person. I'm just putting Destiny C on here. Destiny, Destiny C. All right. Now, you guys can always get additional spells to protect additional people if you feel like it. Just saying. Okay. I call upon the God and Goddess. call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the spirit of the universe, the spirit of all, to assist me in casting this Mercury retrograde protection spell, peace of mind, and shield of stone for my friend and sister, Jessica Geske. When Mercury turns and currents swirl, I call the stillness through the storm. With crystal skull of rose quartz hue, bring peace to mind and heart held true. Soft light within, let thoughts be kind. Let past and future not unbind. Before this skull I place thy name, to shield from missteps, fear, or shame. Bloodstone strong and ever wise, guard against deceit and lies. Let what is false be stripped away, absorbed in stone, not here to stay. Neck and talk may twist and bend, but here protection shall not end. From tongue, from wire, from written word, let only truth and calm be heard. Retrograde shall not undo the peace I set, the path I drew. By crystal's light and bloodstone's shield, this soul, this name, shall not yield. Mercury turn, but do no harm. The spell is sealed by sacred charm. With free will to all and harm to none, as we will. It is now done, so mote it be. All right, Jessica. Let's see what your Mercury retrograde reading. Look at that. It's still burning, too. Which it caught up one of the matchsticks that I put in there, because I've been putting the matchsticks in to allow them to burn as well, to add more energy to everything. So, yeah. Whew. Nice. All right. So, Jessica, let's check your reading here. Number 1 for Mercury retrograde for you. Your friction point. This is where it's going to, Mercury retrograde is going to test you. Things might unravel. What miscommunication or delay or conversation, travel, technology, fuck up are you going to have? This is where your lesson begins. And here we have the 9 of Wands. And this is definitely going to be a grieving context. That 9 of Wands is that feeling of, betrayal and then jumping up to protect your energy from that betrayal. All right. So I feel like you're definitely going to have to deal with some context of betrayal in this that needs to be seen and dealt with. Okay? Needs to be seen and dealt with for what it is. Because, just because they want to see it in a certain way doesn't mean it's necessarily that way. You know what I mean? So, yeah. All right, so let's see what your grounding thread is. Your anchor in the squirrel, the stabilizing life force, okay? The stabilization point for you. Ooh, and for this we have the Lovers, which is not to say the bound chicken wow wow. This is not necessarily a romantic interest that is here for you or with you or whatever, okay? This is people who you have soul connections with. It could be a romantic interest. It could be soul family. It could be any dynamic or analogy of that, okay? But this is definitely a point where you need to get by with a little help from your friends, all right? You need to get by with a little help from the people who give a flying fuck about you, all right? This is in a very, very important context, all right? Get by with a little help from your friends. Don't try to say, I got this, I can do this all by myself. No. Matt, hello. Phoenix, hey, did you like, subscribe, and share, Jonathan? Let me know, and I'll put you on the free list as well. Matt, I put you on the free list. All right. So let's see what your final card is here. The lesson. I'm sorry, Jess. I'm sorry. Card 3, your soul lesson. And what this retrograde is really trying to teach you, the whole reason Mercury came in knocking was to teach you a different perspective. That's why you need your friends' help. Your friends need to give you some fucking input on some different perspectives on all of this crazy betrayal bullshit. Okay? So we have the Hangman. This is seeing things differently, being able to understand the true gaslighting and shit that's going on around you during this time, during Mercury retrograde, Jess. Okay? So, big fucking deal. BFD. All right? So, hopefully that helps and blesses you. What else did you want your reading on, Miss Geske? Meanwhile, let's do your money spell while we're waiting. So, we'll pick big honking chunk here because you donated for 2 things. So here we go. Jess, money, money unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3, with free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Jonathan, I've got you on the priority list. Piece of mica stuck. Come on, it's stuck under my nail. Get out from under my nail and go in the prosperity bowl where you belong. Thank you. All right, cool. Oh, additional spell. Let's see. So, okay, because you have a $29 credit at this point. So, you can do an ancestor reading. Yes. And also regarding destiny, how should you move forward? Okay. So I'm kind of confused. Oh no, you're good. I like to get high with a little help for my friends. That's my joke. But yeah. So what are you wanting to do? You want to do the ancestor reading and then a question about destiny, or did you want an additional spell? And something ancestor, your question, a shorter ancestor message. How do you want to do it? While Jess is clarifying things for me, let me go through some more of our freebies. Sarah Cat, for you. All right, let me pull this back up. Oh, okay. Well, so do you want the ancestor reading or the reading? Because the ancestor reading's 20. And then I can use whatever's left over as a reading regarding destiny and how you should move forward, if you'd like. Or I can just do a big reading on how destiny is moving forward, or how to move forward with the destiny thing, if you'd like. So let me know. And Amber, yes, you are always more than welcome to ask. I did mention it before, but you might not have heard me. I did get your PayPal. Thank you. All right, so Sarah Cat, for you, we have the Page of Wands. It says it's never too late to be what you might have become. All right, so definitely absorb and be a part of everything that needs to be for how you want to be now. Okay, don't say, oh, it's too late, whatever. No, it's never too late to be what you might have become. All right, so just be in it. All right, be in it. Me too. Me too. Lady Cindy, let's see what your freebie says for you while I'm waiting on to see what Jessica wants. So, Lady Cindy, for you, it says, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul, the magician. This is to remind you, you got magic, bitch. You got magic. Why aren't you using it for yourself? You know you're allowed to use it for yourself. This whole mindset myth thing that we can't somehow do magic for ourselves is full of shit. Okay? All right, Jess, sounds fine to me. All right, so we want the ancestor and a question on destiny. You got it. Okay, so ancestor message. Let's see what your ancestors are trying to get through to you. Pull out. Hey, did you poop? All right, we're gonna go to our full desk cam so we can see everything here. All right, so let's see what your ancestors have to tell you. All right, now when we're doing our ancestor reading, we have 3 lines of ancestor messages. Our first line is what your recent ancestors have to tell you. Move that up. Make some space. Okay, these are your recent ancestors. These are the ancestors within the past 7 generations. Okay, then we have your ancient ancestors. These are your ancestors. You're lined back until the beginning. Okay. And then our spirit ancestors. These are people who are part of our soul family, who are not presently living in this lifetime with us, but we have lived many a lifetime with, and they are the soul family that follows us through multiple lifetimes. They're not all always on the planet side at the same time we are, and that's okay. They're allowed to take breaks even when we're keeping going, you know? So yeah, let's take a look at all of this. All right. So your recent ancestors, we have the World, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Hangman. The message that your recent ancestors, the ancestors within the last 7 generations, those are your most recent, okay? What they're trying to tell you is that you've been through a lot already. You've learned a lot already. You should be using that wisdom to make your goals happen, to make your goals happen. And you should be using that wisdom to be looking at things from different perspectives, because you've had enough life experiences. Quit telling, and this is something we all do. We tell ourselves relevant stories whenever we're like seeing people's actions and thoughts and all this other stuff. Okay, we treat this like we tell ourselves stories, because it's like, okay, this is how it's been for me in the past. So obviously if somebody's doing this or this, then it has to mean that. That is our story. That is our narrative. Okay, that we are accepting that this is what is happening, and this is what we're looking at when somebody is taking this action or that action. Okay. Now, sometimes that narrative may be absolutely correct. You may be 100% in reading that narrative honestly. Okay, there have been a few times where I've gone and told Wolf the narrative that I thought something was, and he was like, no, I really don't think it's that way. And then he gives his own narrative and perspective, and then goes back and tells me, oh shit, you were right, you saw that accurately. And there are times where I'm like, no, I think it's this. And he's like, no, I think it might be this. Take a look at it from this perspective. And then I look at it from that perspective, and I'm like, oh shit, you're right. Okay. For any of us to think that somehow we have the end all and be all as far as perspective goes, and that nobody else can add a different context or a better context or a better understanding, is hubris. That is true hubris. All right. So your ancestors are saying that use your experience to build your dreams, and use your experience to take on and see things from a different point of view. Those are what your recent ancestors are begging for you to do. Your ancient ancestors, here we have the Princess of Swords, Justice, and the King of Wands. Okay, first of all, they're telling you that you need to begin setting some boundaries. Okay, you need to begin setting some boundaries. You need to kind of start. In this case, this is like, you don't need to be firm, but you need to do some gentle pushbacks. Okay, because there are people who are coming into your life with ill intent, and you need to be judge, jury, and executioner. You need to be the one that's holding people to the light of truth. Okay? You're holding them accountable. We like that word, accountability. People who don't like being held accountable do not like that word of accountability. Fuck them. Okay? We like accountability. Accountability is good. Right? So yeah. That being said, going forward, we have the King of Wands. So your ancient ancestors are saying that you just need to sit back and let them help you with your goals, because they are absolutely watching over you and full support of your goals. They are just asking you to use good judgment and exercise your judgment with justice and start setting some boundaries for yourself. All right. Now, your third line here, we have the from your soul family, we have the Eight of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. Your soul family is telling you that things are going to be moving forward very quickly for you. Okay, you need to remember to enjoy yourself some during this time, because there's going to be a lot of people who are just going to leave you out in the fucking cold. All right, you have some people who really aren't going to be able to give back. They're not going to be there to support you, stuff like that. You know what? Don't let it get you down. Get out there and have a little bit of fun. Okay, get out there and enjoy yourself a bit. All right, it's an important context. because all work and no play doesn't do us any good. All right, let me say that again. All work and no play doesn't do us any good. Our off time, guys, is as important as our on time. It is very important not to just be constantly looking at, all right, I got to keep going. I got to keep going. I got to keep going. That's nice. No, you don't. Your off time is crucial and critical. Okay. So hopefully that helps and blesses you and gives you some understanding and context on this. So Jessica, let me know if you have any questions on that. And what is your question in regard to destiny? You're saying, how should you move forward? Did you want to quantify that or just go with that as the question? How should you move forward? I think that's a good question. So I just feel like we should go with that then. All right. How should you move forward in regards to destiny? Destiny. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Sun. Okay. And we have the Lovers. All right. So first of all, you need to realize that there is a cyclical element to whatever's going on with destiny. Okay. There's a cyclical element going on here that has to do with emotional dysregulation, emotional regulation, and emotional dysregulation. Okay. So basically what that's saying is that this may not be about you. Whatever's going on may seem like it's about you. They may even think it's about you, but it very well, damn well, probably is not about you. It's about emotional cycles that she is going through. Okay. That there's some other kind of correlative element here. The Sun, I believe, gives the kind of hold space, hold hope, hold space open. Be the warm place. Be the place where, yes, all truth will be revealed if she comes near you, because you're going to be honest in your context. But you also are planning to hold space for her and make sure that there's always a safe place for her to come and return to. And the Lovers is about those spiritual connections, and recognize and use that spiritual connection to send that love, warmth, and positive energy to her, as you just did through the spell, and in protecting her with the Mercury retrograde spell. So I would say you're definitely on the right path with that. Okay. So does that make some sense? I hope that makes some manner of sense there with that. Is that, just understand that this may not be as much about you as you think it is. There's emotional cycles that are involved, that you just need to hold space, hold the light of truth. Don't dim your light. Don't unshine, but use that connection that you have, that spiritual connection you have with her, to send her the right energy to help and provide that warmth and that path back. Okay. So that does say definitely you should be allowing a path back. All right. So hopefully that helps and blesses you there, my friend. No, I just never got around to changing the fucking thing. Most everybody knows I'm not doing it. If somebody asks for it, then I'm going to kind of be obligated to it. So I'll do a year head spread. But yeah, I keep needing to change that, and I keep forgetting to, because I've got 50 million other things going on in my life. All right. Becca Crosby, let us know what you would like for your free mini reading. Meanwhile, we've got 17 people on the list. So since Becca's getting her reading for her free mini, it's time to do our next drawing. So, hey Siri, I'd like a number from 1 to 17, please. It gave me, oh wow, the number 3. Sarah Cat, are you here? Sarah Cat is number 3 on the list. See, people who get here early, since I'm doing multiple drawings in multiple places, people who get here early and share early get more chances to win. So yeah. All right. But yeah, the mediumship is there, and I need to put it back for the divine message, which is $30. So Yeah, if you guys want to see what the reading choices are, here are the available options.
Are you ready to get a tarot reading, but find yourself bewildered by all the choices available on the screen? Let's make your decision easier. If love is on your mind, our love and relationship reading, priced at $20, can shine a light on your path, whether you're single, interested in someone, or already in a relationship. Curious about a deeper insight into your life? The Full Spirit Insight reading provides an in-depth look into a specific question or offers a comprehensive general reading to hear what the universe needs you to know for only $20. Explore the realms of your soul or your spiritual gifts and how to unlock them with the Akashic Records reading, or uncover your life's true purpose with the Life Purpose reading, which will help you discover what your soul's purpose is, what you are meant to do in service to your purpose in this lifetime, and keys to help you accomplish your purpose, each available for only $20. Navigate through your financial journey with clarity from our finances reading, or connect to nature and your animal guides and learn deep lessons about what their spirits have to tell you through the Animal Spirit reading. Also, $20 each. Get an ancestor reading for $20 to hear messages of strength and hope from your ancient ancestors, your recent ancestors, and your spiritual family ancestors to help you in your journey and know you are not alone. Dive deep into your psyche with the Subconscious Insight reading for $20. Discovering the messages your subconscious self is sending and their significance. In this reading, you will learn how your subconscious is working for or against you. What are the shadows driving your thinking patterns? And what is the linchpin to resolving the issue so that you can resolve your inner demons and get a good look into your shadow work? Reveal your hidden talents and divine gifts with the Spiritual Gifts reading, or listen closely to the messages from your spirit guides that they have been trying to tell you with the Spirit Guide Messages reading. Also for $20. Experience transformation and healing with a live Reiki and Chakra cleansing session for $20. I do give a free Reiki session at the beginning of every live show, but this paid option is a Reiki session that's focused directly on your needs, balancing and cleansing your chakras, and bringing you healing and balance mentally, physically, and emotionally. Mediumship, which is talking to your dearly departed, is available for only $35. This allows for a connection with loved ones who have crossed over more than 30 days ago, bringing messages of love and closure. For direct messages from the divine, opt for the Channel Divine Message service for $30, offering profound insights and guidance from your guides, your higher self, the universe, or a specified god or goddess of your choice. If you are unsure if I can connect with your preferred source, please ask first. Tipping any amount is also honored with the ability to ask a question. You do not need to get a specialty reading. Tippers will get a reading that is in accordance to their donation, be able to ask a question, and anyone who sends money for a tip, a spell, or a specialty reading will get a free blessing in the Prosperity Bowl. Remember, a free reading requires no monetary exchange. Free readings are always available and are done during breaks in the priority readings as time allows. The free reading is a general one-card reading and does not include the ability to ask a question. You must donate if you wish to ask a question. To qualify for a free reading, like this video, follow or subscribe to this channel, share this live stream, and comment the word shared. I will confirm you have been added to the list, and your card will be read during this live show at some point, whether you are here or not. Curious about tonight's signature spell? Discover what magic we're weaving and have it cast for you on the show, and experience the magic with me as I cast for only $13. You should also ask about tonight's signature reading, also for $13, which will be a unique reading for the season, moon phase, or astrological correspondence. You could choose to get both for $21 total. Questions on which reading to choose or about tonight's signature spell or reading, feel free to ask. And if you're part of the Mystical Mentorship Circle, remember your free weekly 3-card reading is waiting. Just reach out. Remember, you can ask your question for a 3-card reading or get the signature spell for the night. Not part of the Mystical Mentorship Circle? Ask about how you can learn and grow in your spiritual path, as well as get a free weekly reading or spell on this show. Embark on this magical journey with me, uncovering the mysteries and insights that await. My family and I are deeply thankful for your ongoing support.
All right, so Sarah Cat wasn't here, so I pulled again, and Annalise won again, so I pulled again. So Natty won. Natty, are you here? So, Becca, for you, we have for general, we have the 10 of Cups, we have the 3 of Cups, and we have the 7 of Swords, okay? So the 10 of Cups is following your emotional fulfillment. Follow what makes your heart happy, okay? Basically is the nice way of putting that. Go through, follow what makes your heart happy, okay? And Natty, congratulations, babe. Your second card here is the 3 of Cups, which basically is telling you you need to get out and do things, okay? Don't just stay trapped up, bound up, whatever. Go out and do some fun things, just for the sake of doing fun things. So following what makes your heart happy, but be very careful with that 7 of Swords. That is the reminder that you've got some people who are jealous little shitheads, and they're being jealous little shitheads and willing to steal your time, efforts, and energy. So be careful that you're not giving away the farm, that you're not turning around and spending so much time and energy on their shit that you're not doing your shit that you need to do for you. Okay? So hopefully that helps and blesses you. And congratulations again on winning the one of the 3-card readings there. Natty, you're on the priority list now and next time when we come to you, we'll do one more drawing after that. So, okay. What do we got? Let's see. Amber, you're up next. Amber Peters. What do you want your reading on tonight, my darling? I think you said something about spiritual gifts. So tell me what it is you're really looking for, because sometimes I think you get different readings than what you think you really want. So what is it you're really trying to figure out here? Give me what you really want, and I'll craft the right reading for you. How's that? Okay. So while we're waiting on that, let me do some more freebies. So, Jacques, for you, we have, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords says, I'm not afraid of storms, for I am learning to sail my ship. Okay, so yeah, I get it. You got a lot of shit happening in Mercury Retrograde, but you've learned how to sail your ship. You're learning how to sail your ship. You're not afraid of those storms. You will get through this. This is the universe saying you are going to get through this. Believe in yourself. Absolutely. All right. Amber Peters, let's see what your freebie is for today. And we have for you, oh my goodness, I love this card, the Fool. You must live in the present. Launch yourself on every wave. Find your eternity in each moment. That's a good one. Jump off. Trust fall that universe, girl. Trust fall that universe, Amber. Jessica Edwards, let's see what we have for you. We have the Temperance card, and it says, the unlike is joined together, and from differences results the most beautiful harmony. That's when you take fire and ice, you make it together and you make steam, okay? This is when you take the things that don't seem like they're working together and you're like, you know what, I'm going to hitch these two beasts together to pull myself forward. You make it work for you. You become the alchemical process of change. You're not waiting for anybody to come rescue you. You are making your shit happen. You know what I'm saying? All right. Maria D. Marquez, let's see what we have for you. Wheel of Fortune. For everything, there is a season, and for a time for every purpose under the heaven. A time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. This is saying that, everything is in there, everything in its time, everything in its place. Okay, don't try to hold on to things beyond the time that it was good for to be in your life. Okay? Release things when it's time to let them go, and accept new things when it's time to welcome them in graciously into your world and into your life. Okay? Amber Peters, are you here? Amber Peters. Last call, Amber Peters. Claire Bear, for you, we have the Lovers. Okay? And it says, the heart has reasons that reason cannot know. And that is a thing to tell you to pay attention to that heart connection for the people that are coming into your life. Understand that, the Lovers is not necessarily about like the romantic connection. This is the connection that our spirits recognize the spirits of other people who are meant to be in our life, either for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Pay attention to that. All right. Chris Cole, are you here? Chris Cole. Meanwhile, Miss Natty, let's see what your freebie is here for tonight. Two of Cups. And it says, I love you. It does. It says that. I love you. Not for what you are, but for who I am when I'm with you. That's such a profound statement. Many times we love people because they bring something out in us that we are desiring, that we're craving. So we want to love somebody for who they are, but we also realize that we love... Oh, okay, there's Amber. So we love people for what they make us become. And when they make us become something that's less than lovable, maybe we should be looking at that, All right. Amber says, honestly, I've struggled with my gifts and cracked at what I can do. I've mentioned I'm a strong empath, but I know there's more than that. I have a lot of strength inside me, so please advise me. I trust you for your advice. Okay, I got you. All right. You've already paid for it. We're good. You've more than enough paid for what you're asking for. Absolutely, Amber. All right. So we're going to get into your spiritual gifts here. And I'm going to pull 3 up top for your spiritual gifts. Okay. Of course, the first thing that comes up is the empath. The second is actually a strong connection with nature. Your nature connection is a very strong gift. And your third one here, the seneschal, is that you are meant to be like the support character. You're a great supporter, okay? You're an awesome supporter. Now, you might feel like that's not a spiritual gift, but let me tell you, helping somebody feel seen, loved, and heard, that is the greatest support. And that is a spiritual gift because that means you are able to see, hear, and understand and make somebody feel that, okay? So let's look. These are the gifts: the empathy, the connection with nature, and being able to support others on their journey. So let's look at how the fuck do you make... All right, Lady Cindy, how the fuck do we make this work for you? How do you gain control of your gifts? Okay. So, interesting right off the bat there. Okay. All right, so first and foremost, we're coming up here with the 5 of Swords. So you've got to stop fighting every fucking battle. You've got to learn when that juice is not worth that squeeze and when to just disengage, okay? You're not here to fix everybody, Amber. And part of where you're losing your gifts is you're spending a lot of time, effort, and energy, okay, trying to fix people that just aren't willing to let go of the shit that's making them sick. Which comes up to the Queen of Swords. You have got to set your boundaries. Oh my goodness, is there a card hiding behind this Queen? There is. Queen of Swords and Ace of Swords together. Oh, wow. Okay. So the Ace of Swords is to actually set your mind right and then turn around and set your boundaries. Okay. Set your mind right and set your boundaries. Once you do that, your gifts will accelerate very quickly. However, you are still going to be stuck in some of these limiting mindsets. You've got to let them go. And that's what this Eight of Swords and Knight of Swords together are. Lots of swords here. Okay. But the Eight of Swords is telling you that you've got some limiting mindsets. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you're worth something. Girl, if a lot of people are leaning on you for help, you're obviously worth something. I mean, the proof is in the pudding right there. Just saying. Proof is in the pudding right there. All right, Jonathan. Then our final card here being the Knight of Swords is that you're going to have to work on creative solutions to disengage from people who are stealing all your motherfucking energy because they don't really deserve that out of you. Okay? Help and be there for people who are actually willing to let go of the shit that is making them sick. Okay? You cannot help those who are not willing to let go of that which making them sick. Because it's just like if they're sitting in radiation and you're giving them radiation poisoning medicine, okay, you're giving them a context to be able to heal from the radiation poisoning, but they're still sitting in the midst of the radiation. They're not going to see any progress. And they're going to be like, why didn't I get any better? Why aren't I feeling better? Why didn't I get any better? Well, I'm holding the symptoms at bay with this radiation medication. Okay. But you're not going to get better until we get you out of the zone of illness. So can you step over here, drop the uranium rod, walk over here, walk away from the radiation source, get out of Chernobyl City, okay, and go sit down in the forest for a little bit. Get out of the blast zone so that you can heal. Amber, that is the biggest point right there, okay? If they are not willing to let go of that which is making them sick, stop fighting to heal them, okay? That's at the point to where they don't want healing. They just want a crutch, okay? When they are not willing to move themselves out of the goddamn blast zone, they don't want healing. They just want a crutch, okay? That is a very important context. All right, so hopefully that gives you some insight and some goal and direction. Let's do your money spell here, my dear. And I'm glad that that resonated with you. And I'm glad you feel seen, heard, and understood, because that is a gift, Amber. That is a very strong gift. Yes, you're being drained. Literally, yes, exactly. That's what the reading is saying. Stop letting them drain you. If they are not willing to get themselves into a place of healing, stop trying to fix it for them. You do not need to be everybody's fucking crutch. All right, Amber, for you. Money, money unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3. The free will to all and harm to none. As we will. It is now done. So mote it be. All right. Yeah, Jennifer says it right. Martin, who is a army chaplain, by the way, is much like you, Amber. He helps people that, but he only helps people that are willing to help themselves. All others he will let go. And that is a very tough lesson for us as healers to learn. Because we just want to, I'd like to fix the world, but I don't know what to do. So I'll leave it up to you. Yes, I did that really badly. I'm sorry. But yes, we want to change the world. We want to heal the world. Okay? I'd like to teach the world to sing perfect harmony. Do. Like to have us all on coke. Oh, wait, wrong words. Never mind. Original formula of Coca-Cola. That's why it's called Coca-Cola. All right. Chris Cole. Who am I doing this Mercury retrograde protection spell on? Is it for you? I'm assuming. I mean, assuming. I try not to assume, but yes. I think that's a fairly safe assumption. But you let me know, Chris, who am I casting this Mercury retrograde protection spell on? Come on, piece of paper. Here we go. Couldn't get 2 pieces of paper separated. You know, I'm okay with little pranks like that from Mercury. That's okay. Yes, for you. You got it. All right, Chris. Got you down. I call upon the God and Goddess. Call upon the Lord and Lady. Call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me in casting this Mercury retrograde protection spell, peace of mind, shield of stone. When Mercury turns and the currents swirl, I call the stillness through the storm. With crystal skull of roses hue, bring peace to mind and heart held true. Soft light within, let thoughts be kind, let past and future not define. For the skull I place thy name, to shield from missteps, fear, or shame. Bloodstone strong and ever wise, guard against deceit and lies. Let what is false be stripped away, absorbed in stone, and not here to stay. Tech and talk may twist and bend, but here protection shall not end. From tongue, from wire, from written word, let only truth and calm be heard. Retrograde shall not undo the peace I set, the path I drew. By crystal's light and bloodstone shield, this soul, this name, shall not yield. Mercury, turn, but do no harm. The spell is sealed by sacred charm. With free will to all and harm to none, as we will, it is now done, so mote it be. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's see. It's still burning a little bit. You see that? The match is still going. We've got the incense burning in it a little bit. I keep adding a little bit more of that peace incense to it. All right, so what is this Mercury's friction point? All right, this card reveals where Mercury's energy will test you, where things might unravel. It's going to test your strength. It's going to test your willpower. Okay, all I got to tell you, Chris, is they're not worth a fucking felony. Okay, they're not worth a fucking felony. They're not worth a fucking felony. They're not worth a fucking felony. They're not worth a fucking felony.
Emotional damage.
They're not worth a fucking felony. Okay? They're just not worth a fucking felony. Okay? So, and Amber, it's about setting boundaries, my darling. It's about setting boundaries. So if you need some talk on boundaries, holler at me and we'll talk. What boundaries are you having a problem with people running over you on? Okay? Chris, for your card too, the grounding thread, your anchor in the swirl, okay, is the Knight of Swords. And your mind, the power of your mind is your anchor. This is what's gonna, the practice, the mindset, the guide, that you need to absorb everything and think it through thoroughly. Okay? Absorb it all and think it through thoroughly. Okay? Very important context there. That is your rope back to center. And what is your soul lesson? What is this retrograde really trying to teach you? And it's trying to teach you 3 of Wands. It's trying to teach you how to go after your goal. It's trying to teach you how to bring it home. Okay, bring it on home, bring it on back. How to go after your goals and really bring it home. Really bring the context home into your prosperity, into your abundance. Okay, not letting anybody else derail you, fuck with you, or otherwise. This is the reason that Mercury came and knocking for you right now. Is to teach you how to stand on your own 2 feet through this whole process, okay? So, hopefully, my dear, that helps and blesses you. Let me know if you need any clarification on anything, okay? So here we go for you, Chris. Money, money unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3. The free will to all and harm to none, as we will. It is now done. So mote it be. How did that feel to you? How's this spell feeling to you guys? Because it's feeling really powerful here. It's feeling very, like, heavy, shieldy, kind of like a shield wall. It feels like a shield wall to me, if that makes sense. Like being inside. If anybody, I can remember from past lives being inside of a shield wall. And it definitely feels like that. It feels like I've got people around me. I'm protecting them. They're protecting me. And we are ready for whatever comes our way. You know? You are more than welcome, Chris. All right, so let's go on to Jonathan. Jonathan, you're up next, my dear. What did you want your reading on? Meanwhile, let's see where we're at on our free list. Annalise. That's awesome, Chris. That's awesome. Annalise, here comes the sun, little darling. It's all right. All right, we have the sun here. Yeah, like an itch and twitch you can't get rid of. He's back. Perfect timing. Jacques, yes, you did, but that's okay. You're still on the drawing list, and you can go back and find your one card probably about 30 minutes ago. But anyway, here comes the sun for you. All right. So, Annalise, this is basically saying that, you know what? The planets are coming into alignment. Don't quit. Don't give up. Things are going to work out for you. Okay. Have a context of hope. Hope is a beautiful and wonderful energy. All right. So let's see what we have. Mary Sharkus. You're up next for the somewhere they're scratching their eye because of me. Okay, well, I'm not. Sorry, you weren't able to psychosomatically throw that on me. My protections are too strong, Jonathan. All right, so what we have for you, Miss Mary Sharkus, is the King of Pentacles. And it says, wealth stays with us but a little moment, if at all. Only our characters are steadfast, not our goal. Make sure that you are staying true to yourself and your character in this Mercury retrograde big time. Okay, Mary Sharkus? Making sure that you can look yourself in the mirror, regardless of what anybody else is doing, whatever context that they've got going on, that's their issue. Okay? For you, this is about being able to look at yourself square in the face and say, you know what, I did the right fucking thing. Hey, Valkyrie, let's see about your freebie. We have for you, Valkyrie, the Nine of Cups, and it says, a happy life is one in accordance with its own nature. This is the if you build it, they will come card. Valkyrie, keep doing what you're doing, keep working the direction you're going, and things will continue to find a way of working out, even when you don't think they will. Okay? Jonathan, what did you wanted a message from the goddess, like a channeled message? Or just because what you donated for was for a reading, that's cards. Channel messages are 30. So if you wanted to do a channel message from a particular goddess, I'm happy to do that. I wish you told me that was what it was, because I might want to do that. If you truly want a channel message, I might want to do that a different day, because I'm starting to get a little bit on the poopy, tired side. It's been a very emotional and interesting day. So I'm on the poopy, tired side, and channeling messages when I'm on the poopy, tired side is not always the best. But if you want me to pull a tarot card message to see what the goddess has to tell you, I can absolutely do that. So let me know what you want. I'm glad, Amber. And you don't have to book a talk. You can just talk about the things here. Because I guarantee you, as I'm helping you navigate things, it will help other people that are present also. Okay? You're welcome, Valkyrie. All right, Moon Dizzle. Let's see what we have for you, Moon Dizzle. Ooh, Moon, for you, we have the Devil, okay? It says, a man should never be ashamed to own that he has been in the wrong, which is but saying that he is wiser today than yesterday. Look, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, right? We don't want to do that. We don't want to do the same thing and expect different results, okay? We need to change it up. We need to get out of our comfort zones. We need to get out of our lizard brain. And that's what the Devil card is about. This is about, we're stuck in repeating some of the same patterns over and over again. And the universe is like, bitch, out those patterns. Get out those patterns. That ain't going to work for you no more. Okay? This is not your highest and greatest good in staying in these patterns. Your highest and greatest good is going to be doing something else, finding a different approach. And if that approach doesn't work, try a different approach. And if that approach doesn't work, try a different approach. Do you know how many times Edison failed making a light bulb before he turned on the light? Just saying. And yes, in the Witch Coach Sanctuary chat, in the Witch Coach community chat, you can also talk about things and ask your questions there too. You don't necessarily have to book a session with me just to get some fucking advice, okay? I am more than happy to dump out my little witchy brain for people. Y'all want to hear what I have to say? Oh, say less. I will dump. I will give you all the info that is in my witchy head. Seriously, okay? I have no problems with that. Now, I do counseling sessions and things like that, but yeah. You think you've been reliving some patterns lately? Well, I'm glad that you're seeing that and kind of coming out of it, so that's awesome. Natty, let me know what you would like your reading on, and okay, you were going to go with cards anyway. If you feel channeled is better, you'll upgrade. Well, you know what? Tell you what, Jonathan. If you're willing to wait until my next live, which I may or may not do one tomorrow, but I definitely will on Wednesday afternoon. It depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow, but I think I need a reset day, so I might take tomorrow as a reset day and not do a live tomorrow. If you're willing to wait till Wednesday, I will absolutely do a channeled message right off the bat for you. Okay? Just with what you've already donated. On me. All right? Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, we are. I am an Aries. Okay, one of my besties, Jess, she's a Gemini, and she can say, yeah, she's a chatterbox. She and I get to talking, and we're like, and then 2 hours goes by. And I mean, there have been times where I've been driving across the country and literally been on the phone with Jess for like 4 or 5 hours at a time. No shit. That's okay. The ominous is as good a word as any sometimes, but yes. Now, I would love to do a channel message from the goddess. So, Jonathan, I am going to ask you if you would like to save that. I will do a full channel message from a goddess of your choosing. Okay? And we will do that on Wednesday. Because I do think I want to take the day off tomorrow. I am so, like, poopy tired. Poopy tired. There's tired and there's poopy tired. All right? I am poopy tired. What is poopy tired? That's I'm pooped. So if you want the cards, I'll do them tonight. But if you want a channeled message, I will cover the difference for you and do it Wednesday. And you can pick the goddess I choose. I'm glad he got a good 4-hour nap. That's a good body reset. Chris Cole, for you, 10 of Cups. Let us be grateful to the people that make us happy, for they are the charming gardeners that make our souls blossom. Approaching things with an attitude of gratitude right now is really awesome. Okay? So, yeah, that attitude of gratitude is going to bring more blessings into your life, Chris. Big time. Natty, you want cards, please. You got it. All right, so we'll go back to your question in a minute. Natty, we're going to do Jonathan's here. Okay. Yes, I will be online Friday afternoon, which will be Friday evening for you, Amber. Friday afternoon should be about 6 o'clock your time, 6 p.m. No worries, Moon. No worries at all. I miss you. You can come up and give me a hug this weekend. And I love your hugs. You give the best hugs. Best hug. I love your hugs. You give some great kick-ass hugs. All right, so let's see what the goddess has to tell you here, Jonathan. Let me switch over to desk cam because we're going to have several cards. So we have the Magician, Page of Swords, King of Cups, Three of Swords, Five of Cups, I don't know why I normally do 5 and I'm feeling one more here on this 7 of Cups. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so the message that I'm getting with this for you, Jonathan, is simply saying that you have magic, but you need to go back and kind of go back to square one a little bit on learning how you want to apply that magic. You need to make sure that you are calm in your energy, regardless of whatever's going on around you, that you are approaching your calmness. You're approaching all of your magic with calmness. Yes, you are using your energy and stuff for it. I get that. That makes sense. Okay, but you need to make sure that you are in a calm context of your dealings, that you're using your energy for it, you're using your emotions to manifest for it, but that you are calm in your choices in dealing with the energies that you're dealing with, okay? But, Jen, yeah, I don't see you complaining about that. The reason for this, Jonathan, is you're going to have another heartbreak coming up very soon. This definitely feels like a betrayal, somebody that needs to be removed from your life, and they're going to reveal themselves. And then you're going to need to take some time to really evaluate all the options of the people that are in your circle and who you truly want to keep, because you are holding on to people well past their time. You really are. Okay? And you're energetically holding on to them even after you've released them physically from your life. And you're holding on to all of these emotional contacts, which are fucking with your magic, and they're making your magic misfire or not fire in the ways that you need to, because you're so caught up in the emotional context of these things that you're lacking some of the clarity of your magical applications. Does that make some sense? All right, so hopefully that gives you the message that you were looking for. All right, so Jonathan, here we go for you. Money, money unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3. The free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Whew. She's not mad at you two, no. She just wants you to reset. She wants you to get your emotions out of shit. So yeah, you gotta turn around. And am I still taking the Mercury Retrograde spell readings tonight? If you do it really, really quick, then yes. If you don't, then no, because I am on last call. So Natty, let's see. Are you on track in regards to your rebranding, or do you need to go back to square one more time? Let's see what we need to do. Are you on track for your rebranding, or do you need to go back to square one? Okay, so you are on the right spiritual track from your rebranding. Okay, but the Emperor is saying you need to take more charge over it. You don't need to go back to square one, but you need to actually speak your truth and your voice on the rebranding. And then the Knight of Wands, which is go forward with confidence, getting a little bit of help. Interesting, there's a wolf here in this one. The Knight of Wands, go forward with confidence, borrow confidence from, maybe you have some wolves in your life that might lend you a little bit of extra confidence. I don't know, But, yeah. The Knight of Wands is saying go forward with protection and kind of think about it, play with it, but you are spiritually on the right track. You just got to be willing to speak your truth, girl. You got to be willing to speak your voice and then get some input and strength from others as well. All right. So hopefully that helps and blesses you. All right. So for our final thing for the night, I will say for our final drawing, everybody who's still here, please select a number from 1 to 20. A number between 1 and 20. I'm going to roll it here in just a minute. Choose a number from 1 to 20. Aw. All right, and Anne, you're on the list. Absolutely have time for you tonight. Everybody choose a number from 1 to 20. I will roll the number thing in a minute. If you're here and you want to win again, even if you've won before, it's okay. Everybody gets a chance. If you're still here, everybody who's still here gets to be on the final drawing for the night. So Moon Dizzle chooses 13. Natty chooses 17. Okay, 1 to 20. Anybody who wants a free 3-card mini reading tonight? Mini readings. Pick a number from 1 to 20. Come on, there's more than 2 of you here. I see 11 people on right now. Seriously. That's all you guys want to win? All right, so I'm going to play a little video here. Anne, are you back? I'm going to play a little video, and oh, there's Claire Bear. Claire Bear, you should have been here earlier. You won one of them earlier, and you weren't here for it. Sad face. But yeah, if you guys are going through it, this Mercury retrograde, this might be something you might want to consider.
You've spent your life hiding parts of yourself, the anger, the grief, the fear, the shame, told they were too messy, too much, too wrong to bring into the light. But those shadows, they're not your weakness, they're the map to your healing. Welcome to a space where the truth of who you are is not only allowed, it's honored. This is Sacred Shadow Healing, a witch-led circle for those ready to do the real work. The uncomfortable, honest, powerful work of facing what's been buried and learning how to hold it with love. Inside the group, you'll find structure and support, guided shadow work prompts, detailed guides to help you integrate your shadow, live sessions, private Zoom gatherings, a community that doesn't flinch when you speak your truth. Here, you are not broken. Here, we don't bypass pain. We walk through it together. We learn to listen to our shadows, and we begin to heal from the roots up. It's $20 a month to join, and it might just change your life. Your healing begins in the shadows. We're here when you're ready.
All right, so we're going to do this drawing here because several of you have answered finally. So, hey Siri, I want a number from 1 to 20. It chose 13, so that would be Moon Dizzle. Moon Dizzle, you are straight on the number, girl. 13, you see that right there? 13, straight on the number. So, Moon Dizzle, what would you like your 3-card reading on? Meanwhile, Anne, yeah, Moon's like, ha ha ha, she loves it. All right, so Anne, who are we protecting with our Mercury retrograde spell tonight for you? And anybody who doesn't know what we're doing, yes, I will be doing this again on Wednesday. This is our signature spell and reading.
Sometimes Mercury retrograde feels like everything's unraveling. Your thoughts, your tech, your peace. But this one isn't going to take you under. This week, I'm offering a powerful combo to get you through the retrograde storm with protection, clarity, and grace. The spell calls on the soft wisdom of rose quartz and the grounding strength of bloodstone. I write the name of the protected, maybe yours, on sacred paper and nestle it between a rose quartz crystal skull for peace of mind and a bloodstone sphere that absorbs chaos and shields from harm. It's not just symbolic, it's energetic armor. Then I draw 3 cards just for you. 1 to show you where the storm might hit hardest. 1 to ground you in the calm beneath the noise. And 1 to reveal the soul lesson Mercury is trying to return to you. Together, the spell and reading create a field of protection and guidance that lasts the whole retrograde. And it's just $21. I'll be offering it during my live shows, Monday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons. Come sit with me. Let's make this retrograde sacred, not scary. Let's move through it with power. $13 for just the spell or the reading, $21 for both. You already feel it pulling. Let me help you stand still in the storm.
Okay, so Anne, we have you here on our paper. Okay, Anne. So there we go. call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the God and Goddess. I call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me in casting this Mercury retrograde protection spell, peace of mind, and shield of stone for my friend and sister, Anne Van Dyke. When Mercury turns and the currents swirl, I call the stillness through the storm. With crystal skull of roses hue, bring peace to mind and heart held true. Soft light within, let thoughts be kind. Past and future not unbind. Before this skull I place thy name, to shield from missteps, fear, shame. Bloodstone strong and ever wise, guard against deceit and lies. Let what is false be stripped away, absorbed in stone, not here to stay. Tech and talk may twist and bend, but here protection shall not end. From tongue, from wire, from written word, let only truth and calm be heard. Retrograde shall not undo the peace I set, the path I drew. By crystal's light and bloodstone shield, this soul, this name, shall not yield. Mercury turn, but do no harm. The spell is sealed with sacred charm. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Whew. Wow. All right. How'd that feel, Anne? I'm telling you, I love this spell. It has been feeling like, I literally feel, every time I cast it, I feel like we're adding more and more people to the shield wall. That we're locking shields together to add more and more protection. And every person that does this spell is in on the shield wall. Okay. Don't know what a shield wall is? Google it. Trust me. Shield wall. Okay. So let's see, first and foremost, what fuckery, what is the friction point? What fuckery is Mercury retrograde bringing you in? And we have the moon. All right. And for me in this one, this is very much feeling like, you know how the, all the crazies come out on the full moon, especially if any of you work in healthcare, education and stuff like, but mostly healthcare. I see this a lot. When the full moon comes out, the ERs are full. The crazies are crazier than normal. Everything's going nuck and butts, right? Okay. So basically, the crazy context is in for you right now, Anne. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wish this on nobody. I do not wish this on anybody. This crazy context. You got the crazies coming out. All right. Arr, the crazies are coming. All right. So, what is your grounding thread? Your anchor in the swirl? Ha 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 ha. Temperance. All right, why do I feel like this is matching crazy people with sane people? The sane people are maybe a little too sane or too rigid, that they need a little crazy in their life. The crazy people, a little bit of saneness or something. But temperance is about being the alchemical process of change. All right, your anchor in the swirl, your guiding rope, you know, to your lifeline. Okay. Yeah, it's perfectly okay, and I'll be up for a few hours yet, even though I'm pooped out. I'm going to go and play my games and watch my Chinese trash novellas and just like fuck this for a while, you know? Because, hey, sometimes we all need to fuck this time, right? But your anchor, your lifeline, your rope back to center is being the alchemist that creates the change. All right, so you're going to have to bust your ass a little bit more. Now, what's your soul lesson in all of this? Ace of Cups. The cyclical nature of shit. Okay? The cyclical nature of people. You're going to understand their cycles a little bit better. This is revealing the hidden truth beneath all the noise. Is the cycles that people go through, understanding the cycles of the shit they are doing. This is going to be the lesson that Mercury retrograde is bringing you. So, holy crap, this is going to be an interesting one. Brace for impact. But thankfully, you're protected. Okay? You're just going to have to watch for the shitstorm around you. All right? You can alchemize that. You can be the context for change. So let's do your money spell, my darling. It was great seeing you this weekend, by the way. And here you go for you. And money, money unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3. The free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Yeah, in a week or two, I'm going to be bringing my Reiki chair back up to Mythic. Okay. So when I do that, you can get an in-person Reiki and we'll work on that sacral of yours, you know? Whew. I'm telling you, did it feel like that shield wall thing to you too, Anne? Because it literally feels like we're like shield maidens. Shield maidens. I got my shield up. It's locked with you. It's locked with you. We've got some shields above us. It's locked with them. We've got the whole forward, boom, forward, boom, forward, boom, attack, poof, 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 forward, boom, forward, boom. You know, that's what it feels like. That's what this spell is really feeling like. And everybody that we're adding to this spell is adding more and more strength to the shield wall of all of us shield maidens and masters standing together, warriors in arms, with our defenses up, our spikies at the ready, going thunk, thunk, thunk through it, because ain't nothing coming into us. We're locked. We're locked. We're going to find those little holes and poof, 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 and then we'll close the holes and forward. Boom. Poke, 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 forward. Boom. Poke, poke, poke. That's what it is. That's what this spell really translates. And the more we add, the more heavy. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. That's the more we add, the more it feels that way. So yeah, and considering your reading, Anne, I can understand why you needed some fucking shield on this. I can understand why you needed some fucking shield on this, okay? For all your D&D players, you're waking up with shield today. So there you go, you know? All right, my friends. I am going to take tomorrow off. So I will be back on Wednesday afternoon, okay? Anywhere between 1 and 3 p.m. is when I will start. So make sure that you have it to be notified. If you're not sure if you're getting notified or not, if your notifications are working or not, I'm going to give you a nice little chat group right here that you guys can join right there. If you click on that link and you have Messenger, it'll invite you to a chat. Please do not chat in that chat. That is simply where the notifications will be coming. You rest well too, bestie. Love you. Anyway, for the rest of everybody here, thank you for joining us. Merry meet, merry part, until we merry meet again.
You've spent your life hiding parts of yourself, the anger, the grief, the fear, the shame, told they were too messy, too much, too wrong to bring into the light. But those shadows, they're not your weakness, they're the map to your healing. Welcome to a space where the truth of who you are is not only allowed, it's honored. This is Sacred Shadow Healing, a witch-led circle for those ready to do the real work. The uncomfortable, honest, powerful work of facing what's been buried and learning how to hold it with love. Inside the group, you'll find structure and support, guided shadow work prompts, detailed guides to help you integrate your shadow, live sessions, private Zoom gatherings, a community that doesn't flinch when you speak your truth. Here, you are not broken. Here, we don't bypass pain. We walk through it together. We learn to listen to our shadows, and we begin to heal from the roots up. It's $20 a month to join, and it might just change your life. Your healing begins in the shadows. We're here when you're ready.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm starting to do the reading and I had myself on mute already. Moon, sorry about that. So we have the High Priestess, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. The High Priestess is saying you have some shit that you need to go through. There's some water under the bridge. There's some resentments. There's some things that really need to be talked about. You need to address these things head on. You've got to have that internal journey between the two of you in your relationship. And the Two of Wands, that's the shit or get off the pot card. That is basically saying this is not going to go away on its own. You can't just not talk about it and hope that it's just going to somehow smooth out. Okay? So you're going to have to deliberately go through this. And the Seven of Cups is you're going to have to really examine all the options of the communication thing. Okay? So I know I've told you about my favorite book, Crucial Conversations. I mean, get it, read it, learn it, live it. Okay, because you guys really need to work on going through and communicating directly on some of this shit. Okay, very, very, very important for you. All right, my guys and my gals, my loves, I will see you guys on the flip side. I'll be back on Wednesday. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Get Mad Radio is the Wolf. The Radio Wolf will be on, speaking his truth and spinning some tunes. So listen at getmadradio.com. You can go to iHeartRadio and tune in there at iHeartRadio by searching for Get Mad Radio. Or you can say to your Alexa or Google Home devices, I want to listen to Get Mad Radio. Marry me, Mary Part, Toby